Welcome everybody back to the Preacher Parker Show. Been a great new year so far. A lot of changes have come, but we've been waiting for 2021 for so long. And I got my special guest over here, my boy Nep in the building, and my boy Buttercup. You know, they're going to say a few more words in a second, but man, I'm just glad that you all are here. Hope you subscribe at this time. Please like and comment. Preacher Parker Show is going everywhere. It's going global. I'm telling you, man, follow your boy. All right, man, so what's up with you, Dave? What's up with you, Bradley? What's going on?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, man.
2021.
Starting this new year off right.
Started all right, huh?
Yep.
And
Trying to make sure this is way better than last year.
Yo, what's
Trying to get things going, things popping this year.
so glad you got a strong year coming up here right
I
now.
feel it.
All right, you got a strong year coming up. What about you, Nep? You got a strong year coming through?
Yes, sir. Once I get my bag.
You good, bro. You good.
Yeah, man. Just positivity this year. All positivity.
Oh, positivity. I like that,
Profit.
man. You need that positivity right now because, man, last year it showed up a lot of things that we didn't expect to come see, man. There was a lot of negative stuff in the air, no matter what it was, where it was coming from, whether it's from different cultures, whether it's from politics, whether it's from everything. Everything was just going wrong. A lot of rappers passed away, you know, great sport players passed away. It was a big year, heavy year, man. I don't know how y'all felt about what's been happening, and now that this COVID thing is now in 2021 too, it ain't like it changed. I mean, y'all feel that COVID's gonna go anywhere anytime soon?
No.
Not with the mindset of these people, these people in our country. My bad, y'all. They gonna think I got COVID.
Nah, you ain't got
choking
it.
before
He's choking. He's
we
good,
started
man. He
recording.
good. He good, man. Get this man a haul in a second.
I mean, what he said, but also the way. For example, we just got the vaccine for this COVID.
Right.
People are supposed to get it. Things are supposed to start transitioning back to normal.
Wow.
But now they're
people getting
saying.
Bell's palsy.
But now they're saying. They're saying now though that there's a whole new strain of COVID that hit Florida, California.
Hit Florida?
Yeah.
Oh,
Florida.
man. I don't say this shit happen anywhere else, but I'm saying I'm here. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, yo.
So if you think about that, so say this vaccine don't work for this new strain, we're gonna be right back to step one. It's gonna be the same lockdown. Same everything going on until they get another vaccine.
We kind of need that though. The lockdown.
Well, here's the problem though. The lockdowns are literally gonna crush. The whole goal of it is to crush the worldwide economy, crush small business, crush the middle class, and so that way they all become all those groups become nothing and have to rely on a socialist welfare system. You know, currency. That'd be the one world government. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. How you feel about that, Nep? You agree with that? You disagree? You good, man?
Worry about this damn call.
I'm gonna cut all that. I cut out certain
What's
parts.
the
I
name?
got you.
Yeah, I just think it like for safety reasons, but like he said, yeah, that'll mess up a lot of that.
Yeah, but okay, I see what you're saying for safety reasons too, man. Because locking it down in some sense is good. You know what I mean? In some sense, like, you know, we don't want to just spread it. If it really is as big as they say it is, as scary as it is, you want to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. My thing is, we don't want to be doing this for so long, man. We take a day off and then we go back to it. We take a week off and then you go back to work. If you go to it, just go like 2 weeks off. 2 weeks, the whole country, like do like they did in certain parts of China. 2 weeks off, clean up the streets, and let everybody back out there. It reduced the cases, you know what I mean? But you I don't know.
The science for that though, places where they did extreme lockdowns, you know, some places didn't hardly lock down or didn't lock down, while some like California, New York have done extreme lockdowns. But the COVID cases still rapidly rise in those places too. It's not stopping the spread. I mean, it's gonna. This disease will hit who it's gonna hit. You can't hide from it. You can't lock down, and you can't have a curfew like it only knows certain hours of the day. It's 24/7. It's not going nowhere. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. There's no point in locking down and hiding from it.
There's no point of locking down places, but not like a certain type of way. But then other places got all this freedom, like do the same thing everywhere. Have the same people doing everything the same way, and then let's try it like that. Cause last time we did a lockdown, you remember like New York was locked down, but we was out here still.
Yeah, we was out here partying, right? Having a good ass time. I don't know, man. It's hard because you want your freedom. At the same time, it's hard to tell people, hey, it's a wrap. Y'all need to all stay at home. Get your ass inside the house at 8 o'clock p.m. and don't come outside until like 5 or 6 in the morning. Meanwhile, what's going on during those hours when you want everybody to stay inside? That's my problem. You feel what I'm saying? If I tell you there's a curfew, are you telling me from 8 to 5 in the morning, COVID increases or something? You get sicker more? That's how I think of things, because you're putting a time on when you can do what you want to do. Nighttime is you can do everything in the dark. And when you can do everything in the dark, you can start building what you want to build. You can start making moves and you need to move. You can start taking people from one place to one place without anybody knowing it. You can transfer things from one city to one city. Nobody knows that because everybody's keeping their ass inside the doors. To me, that doesn't make sense. If you're going to lock me down inside the house, you might as well lock me inside the house the whole entire day. And that's the only time I'm looking at it, because if you give me a curfew, is why people start getting upset. Because you're telling a grown-ass man, a female, yo, you can't come outside. You know what I'm saying? That's
like how you said how they keep us inside. We can't, like, nobody's outside to see what they really got going on. They've been doing that same thing to us in our face the whole time. Like, everything we do, I believe, is like a distraction, bro. Like,
everything's a distraction.
Working 40 hours a week. Like, other countries, they don't teach kids the shit they teach us in school. They teach them business and how to buy and sell product and stuff like that. But besides that, there's a lot of shit that they doing behind closed doors that we don't know about. So with all this COVID shit, bro, like, you never know. You seen that one dollar bill in the UK? I think it is. They got the Corona symbol, like the little thing.
I heard that.
And then they got the 5G tower on it.
What?
Yeah,
bro, I didn't see that bill.
Folded up a certain way. Got
why does all the bills do that, though? They all got some kind of secret, man. It's like they got to give you the answer somehow. They got to tell you the truth to your face, but not to your face. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, we gave you the answer. You just got to find the clue and figure it out. And there's somebody in their home like this all day, like, if I put this motherfucker together, I solved the riddle.
Some people say there's a connection between the 5G and the sickness happening. Some people believe that the 5G is actually what's getting certain people sick, and they're just calling it coronavirus to cover up for a reason.
Wow,
I don't know
that's a heavy thought, because there's so many scenarios that can play this.
But that stuff can't.
5G tower is powerful, bro.
You would think it'd affect us. I mean,
they say that's why the Nashville bomber bombed the damn AT&T store.
Whoa.
Yeah,
what? Oh, let's talk about it.
In that. So the Nashville bomber, at first, people were thinking it was terrorist attack, but he targeted the AT&T building, nothing else. And he tried to make sure no one was around to get blown up.
See, me and Brad be on the same shit.
So
know everything
when
I'm
he
talking
was
about.
when he targeted that building, he apparently the 5G networks went through there and all that. Like, and it controlled all. There's huge outages everywhere. And it was an attack on that, and it had to do with the 5G. And he believes that, I guess, his dad passed, and he had worked with the 5G or something. I'm not sure.
So to some people, he might be a hero.
I don't know about that.
Now you don't harm nobody, but he harm people in this situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Maybe he was trying to get people to look at that.
Yeah, bring light to it. He would be a hero in that sense of bringing light to that situation.
Exactly.
For people like us that actually seen it. Not saying like because you ain't know about it. You probably ain't see
but
shit,
seeing what how the story played out. Yeah.
Because I was wondering why the hell, like, why did they bomb Nashville? But then when I seen it, I'm like, okay.
Damn, that's wild,
trying to bring some noise to this shit.
Somebody got to bring the noise in ways that you don't like it. Because if I post a video and I tell you every day that something bad's about to happen or this gonna happen, you be like, yeah, and sometimes you don't really care. But if I actually blew some junk up, now you're gonna be curious about why I blew it up. And in one sense, it made sense. Like I said, I just wish nobody got harmed in the situation. I wish it's other ways to do it, but I guess that was the only way to get the attention, like y'all basically said. That's some heavy stuff. Now to think about it.
The day he chose is when no one was working at the AT&T building.
All right, so he wasn't playing. He wasn't out there to hurt.
And they had the evacuation thing on before the bomb blew up. Like there were speakers everywhere, like downtown, wherever that was.
But as soon as that information came out, the media stopped covering it. And it just disappeared from the news.
Of course it does.
A lot of shit be disappearing.
It's like the 9/11. They go all the kind of cases. All the cases do the same thing. They cut out some parts.
You know what I was always thinking about 5G anyways? Is 5 penta, G gram, pentagram. The pentagram network.
You heard it from Buttercup, man. That's not a conspiracy. That could be a factuality. But Wow, that's heavy, bro. Pentagram. I like that. I like how you put that together. That's some freaky stuff. Man, I don't know, man. I'm just saying we're starting to see all actions come into play right now. And the crazy part is people are way more braver than they ever been in their life right now. When you look at how people are stepping up, how knowledgeable people are becoming, how vulgar people are actually being able to go to the right centers and the right houses and speak their mind fluently, even though they may get arrested for it, kicked out the building. Is what you say is so powerful that you deserve to get thrown in jail or kicked out of a building? You gotta be speaking some truth, because they call it, attacking them or being angry, disturbing the peace. But honestly, if you speaking some truth and they kick you out of an area or arrest you, people need to pay attention, man. You speaking some real ass truth, and people need to really do some more research. The main goal is to do research on stuff, man. That's why I don't just listen to what somebody says, especially with the media.
Exactly.
Especially the media, man. We know the media lies. We know this.
And even what we say, or what, I tell people stuff all the time. Okay, don't believe what I say automatically, but when I tell you, do the research into it.
Do the research, bro. I like that.
And that's the key. Is most people just take everything at face value. What they're told, that's their worldview. What they see on the news and what they hear on Facebook, whatever, that's their worldview. They never look into nothing else. They never question anything. They just
gullible.
It's like
gullible. I like that.
The sheeple. They're guided along. The media and all that's their herdsmen.
Yeah, people been, I don't know, man. Media been running things for a long time and definitely keeping people focused on that one-eyed devil, man. It's like they can just tell you so many lies in your face. The only reason why you believe them because it is called the news. It's because you expect the news to be gossip of truthful information. But when you start realizing that most of the mainstream news all have the same exact story, all have the same exact dialogue.
You look up. Remember we watched
that video.
Every news in the world got the same
thing.
script.
Come on, if you don't think that just be a program, you lost, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Somebody needs to come out with truthful news. I'm talking about that real talk, like only true news.
We
like
do. I mean, that's why a lot of podcasts is coming out and shit now, and people
being
are talking
exposed
about
to it,
different shit, like different type of news. I watched this dude, shout out to, what's that dude name? 1090 Jake. He got a YouTube channel on, it's like End of Sentence or something like that.
Right.
He basically, you remember how DJ Academics do, like, hood, he blew up off of the Chirac beef and all that stuff. This dude is kind of better than that, because he don't focus on all negative. He do post like bad, like all the stupid shit people do in Florida, like Florida rappers or whatever, but He also talk about how stupid it was and
exactly.
Like
so reacting to what the ignorance of that actions, man.
Yeah.
That's what we need. More truth, man. Just more exposure to, and we definitely need positive news, and that's a big deal right now. We don't have a lot of positive news.
The news don't show a lot of stuff that happened, bro.
No, they don't.
Like it's people. I heard of 3 beheadings in Kissimmee, bro, in Kissimmee, Florida. But people got their head chopped. I heard of 3 different ones. Only one of them was like, and it wasn't even on the news. It was like newspaper, like on the quiet news.
It's like, why? Why don't you need to know that?
Came out and found a body without his head and shit. Like, why can't we know that?
We
I
need to know
understand
that.
Florida is a tourist, but wouldn't you want tourists to know that?
You know what?
Motherfuckers down here chopping heads
Nah,
off.
look. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's a money thing.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe you haven't seen it on TV. But you ever watch a cartoon or a movie or even some YouTube video, and when something bad happens, or even on radio, they always say, "Probably was in Florida." We already got a reputation that a lot of bad things happens in Florida. A lot of bad things that happen in Florida. Weird things and stuff that you don't expect to know or see. So when that happens, I guess Florida's like, "Yo, man, we got to stop letting people think that all the stupid and criminal activities happen here, so we don't expose all that." Maybe people will come visit here and live here, because Florida's blowing up with population, man. Everybody's coming to Florida.
I don't think it's necessarily just a bunch of stupid people. I just think the devil, bro, is real. This is his favorite state, bro. Like this, in America, they're probably the devil's favorite state, bro. In California.
Yeah.
I would say California.
Well, maybe they might be both. Because we both got high crime, we both got high
but the most
rituals that's going on, that shit be happening.
There's some strange shit.
Louisiana, too. You see they went underwater. All that voodoo and shit down there.
Yeah, that voodoo. Yo, okay, see, now you speaking on some real stuff.
Yeah,
now you
we
talking
need
about
to touch that topic.
Let's talk about spiritual things. Let's get into that. All their spiritual things that we cannot see, obviously, that has their hands in play whether it's in certain states, certain cities, based on the type of people that live there and their, persona, their spirituality. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a wicked person and I got 1,000 wicked people in my city, and then all of a sudden I'm getting hit with all these earthquakes and hurricanes and murders and mayhem, and maybe it's because of the population that's there is all negative, and that spirit just brought their whole...
They sinking down
sinking all up in there, bro. You know what I mean? Is that possible? What you feel, buddy?
I ain't never thought about that. It's a pretty interesting thought.
There's a lot of different ways you can think of that shit. Well,
That's
especially that, like, yeah, my brother called it. Especially that, like, that's the first thing I thought when New Orleans went underwater. All that voodoo and shit.
Voodoo,
like,
worshiping, man.
And then they say Florida gonna go underwater, bro. I'm seeing this shit firsthand, bro. More people is going to botanicas, getting readings, giving these fucking witch doctors, witches and wizards their hairs. And like, bro, that's serious. That's something serious when you do that shit. And y'all think this gonna protect you, bro? Like you trying to get protected by evil spirits from evil spirits.
Yeah.
What type
you heard Nep say that right there, man. You trying to get protected from evil spirits.
You think a bead gonna save your life, nigga?
Yeah, yo, that's...
You think some beads is gonna save your life?
Yo,
like, I ain't never dealt with that shit, bro. I almost got killed a couple times. Like, I'm still here, bro. It's because I pray every day, bro.
There you go.
I don't need no... I got homeboys. I ain't gonna say no names. I still love them to death, bro. Like, but I kind of fell back from them because they own that shit.
They own that junk, bro.
And we was never on that, bro. Like, before my best friend died, he was telling me to get in the Bible and read the Bible, like, a day before he died. Them same homeboys we was hanging with, now they all rocking beads, going to what they call botanicals, root doctors and shit.
Yeah, root doctors, baby. Why you
getting readings? They going over there. Oh, I think I got somebody put voodoo on me. Can you see what's on me? Take my hair. You see what's on me, and then they'll come back. Oh yeah, bro, you got this spirit on you. You need to come back, pay me for this, and do this.
Oh,
and
it's
then
on a scam, bro.
Wear these beads, and they'll protect you.
But
and y'all niggas really gonna believe this over some shit you believed your whole life growing up.
If you put enough belief into something, it can become a reality.
It does, and it
you
does.
Know, and that's the freaky part about it.
It's like those new age beliefs that they have now about people wanting to. What is it? Kundalini crab opening all their chakras.
Right.
And all this new age stuff going on. So a ton of people are starting to believe that and fall into that.
But look,
there's good in that.
All I'm saying is, it is good.
It
is good, but it's all about your intentions.
That's the point. Your intentions.
That like, what I was gonna say. I don't fuck with that shit at all.
Right.
You feel me? I know it's real though, and it is gonna work for the ones that believe
That's what I'm saying.
that. You feel me?
So
but
like,
I don't want my soul going to the devil. You feel me? So I'm not gonna deal with it. But I know people, bro. I know people that really do deal with that stuff. I was beefing with dude. I don't even like this dude, but this dude is cheating death left and right. This man been shot in the head, so they say, still living. Every time some shit go down, shootings in the street, I hear about it. I be like, oh, they say such and such name. Like, damn, him again. He always in this shit. Like, he
sold
still
his
ain't
soul
dead.
to be alive to continue to do the work of the devil, basically.
He getting hurt. He keep getting hurt, but he's still alive though. That shit protected that, but he only gonna be protected till he die. Like, he gonna have to stay here.
Now you don't.
And at any time, even though he's making steals, they could just decide to take his life further. Ready for his soul.
And that's another real thing that's happening.
But here's the thing: all these people need to realize that they don't have as much time as they think they do, because we're definitely very close. We are in the end times.
That's what the spirit. That's why it's such a big spiritual battle right now. Because you really do have good versus evil right now, and it's getting big. And it's getting to the point where if you're doing good, you're technically considered doing bad. And if you're the person that's doing all the bad, all the wicked, you're considered like the good, because people favor the bad. People favor the wicked. People favor the ones that's doing wrong more than they favor the person that's trying to be positive or do good things or become that positive role model. That's just the reality.
And that's what Christ said would happen in the end.
And it's happening.
Speaking of end times too, you remember how they say, like, whenever Jesus come, I don't know everything.
Right.
But whenever Jesus come, people just gonna start taking his people. People just gonna start disappearing and going with God.
Yeah, the rapture is right.
The rapture. we don't know how that's gonna be. Maybe it's all these big ass planes going down, all these big large amounts of people dying, like these big ass like 500, the Twin Towers, bro. Maybe this shit been a rapture.
Maybe that's a rapture like that.
Maybe it been a rapture the whole time, but we like living like I don't know. Maybe he didn't come yet, but I'm just saying like why is all these large ass amounts of people die? People die every day already, bro. Like,
and it's selective. So I see what you're saying.
Some of it is ritual sacrifice that these elites do, and they'll get huge numbers at once, and it's all one big sacrifice. Because you gotta think this shit, ritual sacrifice and all that goes back to the beginning of time, like the Aztecs, the Mayans. You know, they'd have whole buildings or pyramids and stuff made out of skulls, like. It's just they keep it more low key nowadays.
You know, just to get to that understanding, I just can't vast in my mind. I know in their world it's a different reality, but how you could get into a point. Let's say you're just a regular guy. You know, you walk into a building, you get into some kind of organization. It starts off easy, knowledgeable. You're seeking things. You don't get too deep into it. You don't know. You think everything's good. You cool with everybody. You have a good vibes. Y'all got good parties, and nothing wild happening. But eventually, you wanna wake up and you hear this opportunity to grow in the organization, and then they take you into other places, and then you start seeing them do these dark things and these symbols and these numbers and these words, and it's like. Based on what Nep said, you have a choice at that moment. But let's say you want to get further because you're curious. Because sometimes you don't have a curious mind. Like, what are they really doing? And they tell you, we're going to enlighten you with a new light. And it's going to make your life better. And then you see opportunity of riches and happiness. But then how did you get to the point from that to the point where you're willing to sacrifice children and people and eating things that you shouldn't be eating and drinking blood? And how did your mind go from this normal guy? Because you all started out normal. You can't tell me you started out of the womb already evil. Like, oh, I want to do these evil things and kill people. There was something that led to that. How did you go from that to the point where you don't mind 1,000 people getting murdered? It doesn't bother you.
I think it's a gradual thing. Like, once they give up their soul and their humanity,
they have no control.
Then they just start naturally. They have no humanity in them, so they don't have those same.
So no remorse for anybody.
It's demons in their body, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's demons
they
working.
They become vessels. There's a lot of people.
Remember SpongeBob when Plankton was in his mind, in the little brain working SpongeBob?
I know people that have purposely, for free, given up their souls just so they could become vessels for demons.
They're like that one dude I'm talking about got shot in the head and still, bro. He basically did that, but he's scared of people out here in these streets. That's why he did that.
Well, it's like, but you wanted to live your life on that edge, man. It comes with the game, man. I don't know how you can say it. It comes with the territory. It comes with the things you decide to put your life in.
I think the only people that I think is real deal people that real deal like deep down inside, they might say they believe in God, but deep down inside they don't think it's anything out there. That's why they just
and that's
don't mess with that stuff.
Let's talk about that though.
And then they see that stuff, that negative stuff working for them, and then they be like, oh well, God ain't never do this for like that dude.
So they end after that. Believing is seeing and not believing is not. You know, the opposite. You know, believing is seeing. You're not supposed to believe and see. You're supposed to already believe, and then you receive.
Faith.
You know what I mean? Faith is a hard thing. It's hard because I have faith. I have no problem with that, but it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a certain situation, it's like, man, oh, God, I need you now. But when that thing doesn't happen, I don't do it, but you could tend to go away from it. Because you feel like, oh man, it's like if I lost a loved one or something, God, don't take that loved one. Then when they die, he's like, why you do that to me, God? And then you become that resistance and you got anger.
I believe you can if you don't see all your other blessings.
Yes.
You feel me? If you never paid attention to all your other blessings, then I can see like you drawing back from God. But nigga like me, bro, like I done got like that before. My best friend died. Like, but even his little brother just died. That was my other best friend not too long ago. Like, I ain't feel like the first time. I ain't feel like when like
it was different.
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. I love him. I miss him. God bless his soul, but
and sometimes
we still blessed.
Sometimes it's part of God's will for you to go through
that.
That testimony, the trials and tribulations.
What don't kill you make you stronger, bro. All this shit I went through, bro. I still smile, bro. I still be happy till today. I might not every day, but
Yeah.
When you see me, bro, I'm always clowning. I'm always in a good spirit. Like, I can't be walking around here miserable all day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I can't be angry every day, mad all the time, depressed all the time. There's better days ahead, man. That's how I always look at things. But we all have tough upbringings, different ones. Some people are worse than others. You know what I mean? But the fact that you overcame it so long, you outgrew it. You know, you see life differently. And I don't know about y'all, but when I got to my 30s, man, it's like a flash hit off, man. My mind thinks differently. I see things differently. I don't still have those same views I used to have on life.
I'm going through that shit now.
You're going through it, right? Your mind it goes to another place, right? It's like, especially if you're looking for that kind of knowledge, because sometimes you can be in your 30s just a dummy because you don't care about that. You're just so into the worldly stuff, and like the Bible says, you're going to be facing, you can be with the world or against the world. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say to leave the world. When he say leave the world, he don't want you to escape, because if you escape, you don't have an opportunity to be able to make a change in the world. So you got to be able to be in the world but not become the world. You know what I mean?
You gotta have one
That's the
foot
thing.
in the world, because you still gotta live in it.
Gotta live in it, bro.
Well, I see some changes I made in this world.
Yeah.
Nobody else might have seen that shit.
Right, but you see the good in the things you do.
The changes I made.
Man.
Like, just all the little shit I do for homeless people or whatever. Like, I got a bag of clothes right now, old Coogee, like good ass clothes.
Yeah.
They big as hell. You know, we used to wear that baggy shit.
Right, exactly.
I don't even know how I used to wear that shit, but they like size 40.
Right.
But I'm about to take them bitches to the mission. And,
give it to them, man. Somebody needs them.
It's been cold out here and shit. Like,
and see, that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be the light in the world, because the world's going to get darker and darker and darker. And we're supposed to be that little bit of light that people look at.
If
that's
everybody
help
one, like, just somebody, like, just everybody help somebody that, not people that they always help. I'm talking about somebody like outside their circle, just a homeless person or something. Like,
it feels good, man. It feels good, especially when you really try to get a reward for it. You really try to help somebody, but you want to see a change. You want to see people feel better. You want to realize that you gave that person that pair of socks. And people don't think socks are important, but socks are important to people that don't have it. Shoes are important to people that don't have it. You know what I mean? A little shelter for somebody for a day or two if that needs it, that rainy days out there in the snow. Those are important things, man. There's a quote in the Bible that talks about that. Your house is not technically for you. Neither is your clothes. Neither is the food that you eat. There's a meaning behind that, because you don't realize what that meaning was that Christ was talking about. But it's like, somebody needs a place to stay every now and then. Right. Some clothes on their back every now and then. If a man needs bread and water, don't judge that man for stealing bread and water. And that's a problem we have today, man. A man went into my house right now, and y'all hear his noise breaking out, and I see the man open my fridge and run out with some bread. Do I chase this man and shoot this man?
No, you let him go.
You feel this? It's a difference. That man came inside and grabbed my PlayStation and my TV and my laptop. I'm like, whoa, bro, you stealing. But if a man stealing for food, there's a difference.
You seen that officer? Shout out to that officer, dog. It was an officer caught somebody stealing. I forget. I think it was in Massachusetts.
Right.
Stealing food like a week before Christmas.
And bought their food
and bought a game a $250 gift card.
Nice, man.
Didn't even arrest him. Bro, that's what police need to do, bro. Like, okay, if you go in there stealing dumb shit, yeah, take that. But a week before Christmas, bro, and let this woman in here with her 2 daughters, and they stealing meats and shit, bro. Before Christmas,
they hungry.
And that man, I respect that dude for that. And he was a young officer.
Yeah, man. You got to have a heart, man, in this world. That's the biggest thing that people don't have is a heart. You got that selfishness inside of you sometimes. Like, I earned mine. They got to earn theirs. And everybody can't earn the same way you earn it. And for those of us that have been through struggles or that have been through poverty, that have been through with hunger, we know what it feels like. There's people that never been through that. So to them, they're like, man, how do why they couldn't get up and do it? Everybody can't get up and do that. Everybody can't get up and open their doors and see happiness outside, bro. So if you can bring that little bit of light to their life, you don't even realize how much of an impact you can make in their life and what they might do for somebody else because of what you did.
And everyone could afford to give like a couple, like 5% of their income to give back and help people. Everybody could afford that.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, even if it's like $20 every week or something, like that'll feed somebody. That'll feed somebody for the week, bro. They got dollar foods at the dollar store. These homeless people be going grocery shopping with like $10 and come back with a whole bunch of shit. Like, I be like, damn, bro, I need to go start shopping with your ass.
They understand how to, man, you monopolize what you got, man. You make it happen. Yeah. You take that little and make it much. You know what I mean? And the Lord's going to provide for them as well because he sees their hunger. You know, especially if they have a good heart into it. You know, the other day I was at my workplace, and a guy came to me and he said, I'm homeless. He was asking for a handout. He asked me if I see another person that was homeless he was looking for that took something from him, took his food stamp from him. And in my thought, I was like, damn, homeless robbing the homeless, bro. And he's like, man, I gave him my card so he could buy food, and he brought food. He brought food for him, he brought food for his family, and then he steals my card. Bro, like, I could never hurt somebody that fed me. You feel what I'm saying? I could never have intentions to do something wrong to somebody that's willing to give me a handout, bro. Like, you gotta be straight up, like, cold. Like, you've been straight in the... There's no heart for you, bro. I don't feel bad for something.
Bro, niggas bite their hand that feed them all
quick
every day, all the time. Bro, like,
quick. Like, why, bro?
And
like,
come
why?
back and say they sorry and beg for your forgiveness. Like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Yo, that's real, man. It's like, damn, I was hurt for the man. I was like, damn, man. Maybe if I had a little bit of cash, I can help you out. But you know, if everybody got a little struggle, but if you have it. Especially like Nep said, man, if you have it, man, you can share. Like Buttercup said, you got that 5%, you can give it. Every now and then somebody needs it, man.
Plus, if you put out and do stuff like that, like unselfishly, like you're not looking for attention and all that, you're gonna get back something.
Yep.
Like the seeds you plant, or
come on now, talk about
that's what you get in return. So if you go out doing good like that, you're gonna get a lot of good karma. You're coming your way, reaping what you sow.
I hate seeing people like going to do some shit and then recording it like
want the attention.
themselves like
to get views. A lot of it's for views. A lot of it's for views, man.
Like
that is the reward. That is your reward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it without showing it, man. Like when I fed the homeless, I took a picture of being out there with the homeless. That was all I did. I couldn't record anything. I didn't want to record people being homeless, but it hurt me because I went out there with my wife. It's out there in Orlando. They was giving away stuff. So me and my wife, we went to the store. We got some Bibles. We got socks. We got there was something else we got. I can't remember what it was. But we got all this stuff. Oh, we bought a bunch of chicken. My girl wanted to buy a bunch of chicken from Publix, and we got some cupcakes. We go out there, and you know everybody had a bunch of stuff they had ready. And we had a big old long table out there, and these homeless was coming down there, and they was all trying to get a piece. We had to serve them on a plate and tell them, oh, go get your socks, or go get your blanket, and then, you know, whatever. And I'm seeing all these different faces. Everybody's coming with stories. And I get one guy, there's a guy in a wheelchair, and he got his mom with him, got his brother with him, and I'm like, yo, and he's like, hey, man, we just made it from California. We're going to have to probably go back. And he's like, you out there with your thumbs out, looking for rides to get you from state to state, to get back to another state during seasons or whenever you think it's going to be better somewhere else. And it's sad because you're taking your mama with you. You're taking your brother with you. And then there was a lady that came out there, you know, and all jokes aside, man, she literally had 2 of her kids out there, some older kids, and there was another lady with her, and I'm like, I see this little girl out there, maybe like she was 2, with no shoes on, and hardly no right kind of clothes, and I'm like, you ain't the only one that's homeless, you got your whole family with you, and it could have been a situation, I don't know what the situation is, that could have caused that, but to me, how long can I sit out there in those streets with my kids, having nothing? And I'm not saying go out there and prostitute yourself. Don't do no negative stuff. But you got to be looking for something. There's got to be a way to get some kind of food, some kind of work. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to take everybody else with me while I'm homeless. I'll be homeless by myself.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. You said don't do nothing negative, boy. If I was homeless with my whole family, I would not be homeless.
Yo, you feel what I'm saying? Because
like,
there's a thought of you that said, yo, I'm robbing something. I'm hurting somebody. And it's like, man, but it's got to be a way, man. You can't.
And then you ain't got to be robbing something. It's just, I'm breaking and entering, nigga. All these fucking houses for rent and shit. It's cold out here, bitch.
Yo, for real, bro. We sleeping somewhere. That's true.
All these boxes with clothes in it. I'm going to put something on your feet. Like,
man, that's hurts, man. That hurt me, bro. That hurt me the worst, bro. Seeing them kids out there, bro.
And you know the best thing, especially in these times, that you can give someone right now is say, while you're, you know, helping people out or doing whatever to people, use that opportunity to talk to them about God and Christ and give them a way out.
Yo.
Hey, now that you said that, there's like some unexpected shit I did too. I was getting, I think I was getting this ring. I was at this little flea market in Juanita getting some jewelry fixed. And this dude was like outside, he asked me for $1 or some shit. And I always, anytime I always give it to him, but something told me to ask him what he was going to do with it this time. So I was like, what you going to do with this, man? He was like, just probably give me a hot dog. I knew he was lying, but I was like, huh, man. I was like, keep that $1, use it for whatever. I was like, you want some food? I'm about to buy you some food. I went to the little place over there, got him tacos. I spent like $7 on this dude.
Right.
Walked away. He was like, hey, man, you think you get me a Pepsi too? I came back, got him a Pepsi. But then, like, when I got him the Pepsi, I came back. Cause I was finna leave before he asked me for the Pepsi. he asked me for the Pepsi, something kept popped in my mind, and I told him, I was like, listen, man, there's no reason for you to be out here like this, bro. Like, I was like, it's too much opportunity out here for you to. I was like, what's your drug of choice? He lied. He said, what'd he say, beer or some shit. I was like, man, just whatever you do, I don't trust me, I ain't gonna judge you, but just stay positive, stay clean out here, bro. Try hard. I like, don't give up on yourself.
That's good.
I forgot everything I said.
But you left the message, basically.
And my girl was watching me. I get back to the car. I forgot, like, she was out there. I come back, she like damn near crying, teary eyed and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with you? She talking about that. She was like just talking about me and shit, you know.
Yeah, because she saw that good in you, man. That you.
It's just people gotta do that shit, bro. You just got to, bro. It's right. If it's in your heart, bro, do it. Like,
yo, that's real, man. If it's in your heart, do it, bro. People need to hear.
Know. He might be thinking about me till this day, every day. Like, damn, this young nigga just
told me this.
So much of the world now, though, is just so self-absorbed.
Yeah, bro.
It's all about
self-absorbed. It's not even funny.
It's like a new religion almost. It's like self-worship. They're worried about themselves only. You know how they look, what they got, what they can get. It's their worldview revolves around them, and people like that, I don't see them doing much to help anyone but themselves.
I used to want to be a rapper and shit so bad. I'm good at this shit like for so long. I've been doing that shit so long, bro. Now I don't even want it no more, bro. Like, first time I ever performed on stage, that feeling, like everybody liking my song and smiling, bobbing their head and shit. Never seen me before in my life, heard the shit. But I used to want that shit, that feeling so bad. But now it's like, I don't even care for it no more. Yeah. I see how the shit going, bro. Shit just wicked, bro.
It's crazy, man. But speaking of rappers, I mean, how many rappers died last year? You know what I mean? Unexpectedly. Murdered.
And these niggas getting died just for saying something about somebody in the song. You feel me? These niggas, I said getting died.
Yeah.
They died, you know, basically.
They getting killed for, like, just little shit, the smallest shit, bro. Like, and we supposed to be coming together as people and shit.
Speak about that, bro. That's the problem, man.
And killing each other. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I rap. That's what the fuck I was going through, that gangster shit. That's what the fuck I rap about too. But I don't wanna. I do that shit for a hobby. I don't really want to put that shit out there no more.
To die like that,
it's enough people talking about killing shit. Like you making these little young kids on that before they even know what the fuck that shit is about, bro. Like it's kids real. In middle school. When I was in middle school, I ain't see no gang signs, bro. Yeah. I ain't see no gang, not maybe 9th grade, but 8th grade, like 7th grade, 6th. I ain't see no blood, none of that shit.
Exactly, man.
Not my age now, bro. It's children, like kids, under 10, throwing up gang signs. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
yeah, because it's been exploded so much that it becomes like it's normal in some sense, man. Because if your children watch everything that you put on TV, and then they go to their friends and they watch the same thing, and you're not telling them, yo, this is not reality, bro. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's not reality, but sometimes you have to tell them that because if they think it's reality all the time, they're gonna be absorbed to that. So you gotta try to fake them away from it.
Sometimes it do be reality, and that's all they know. That's all they see. Their mamas and daddies living
like
that, so they ain't got no choice.
That's true.
When you like in that environment and shit, you gotta, bro. I done seen kids make it out there. I done seen kids grow up in the hood, doing the same shit, hanging with us every day, and still graduate school, go to college, get a fucking career, own a house.
Exactly.
And shit. It's like the parents. You gotta tell your kids.
Parents, man, definitely.
It's okay to be like this or whatever, or be how you is and all that, but, bro, it's more than this. It's more to it than just this little bubble that you see, bro. All these fucking cars, the jury, and all. No, bro. Ain't nothing like having your own land. I ain't never had it before, bro. I'm just saying. Ain't nothing like having your own.
But I know that feeling.
Yeah, I know that
amazing,
feeling.
Bro. I want my own land. You know what I mean?
Own some shit before, you feel me? Like, ain't nothing like having that shit, bro. You just, no neighbors. Just do whatever you want. Like, niggas don't know that feeling. Niggas don't even know the feeling of paying rent.
Yo, that's true. Damn. Well, you said it that way.
One problem with music, though, I see is there's not enough artists that are about positive messages.
Nobody want to hear that shit no more.
Exactly, but that don't make any sense to me.
Not saying I don't.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of that takes a lot more skill to rap about versus it's literally it's an agenda they're pushing because rap almost all the mainstream rappers have the same exact agenda they push, and these kids, these youth, they pretty much worship these people. So they take in every single word like that they rap about.
That's what I'm saying. They absorb that.
Let me say this though, that it's the younger rappers and shit, like they worse though. You remember Jeezy, bro? Jeezy, yeah, we rapping dope and shit, but it's still like inspiring you to get money, bro. Like I done made so much money listening to Jeezy, bro. Like now these kids is talking. At least it's inspirational music. You feel me? About something. It's not like go kill the nigga when I see him. Like kill that nigga. Like that's.
You know what? Just because you just start speaking about Jeezy, did you watch the Jeezy and Gucci Man versus?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was.
And that made me stop fucking with
Gucci,
I was fucking with Gucci heavy. Jeezy was always my favorite rapper, but I always fucked with Gucci. And when Gucci did that, like, bro, grow the fuck up, bro. You got out of prison, lost all this weight, and changed some shit, got him thinking you a clone. Why you can't change for that, bro? Like,
exactly,
you killed his homeboy, let the shit go.
Let it go. And that's what happens. I like what Jeezy did, because after, Gucci did his whole little dispute with him and did this whole beef song against him, and then Jeezy got up. He could have went just as violent and just as ignorant. He was like, bro, it's been 15, 20 years. You doing the same thing. You talking about the same negative stuff, bro. How many people have died off of this? We doing it for Nipsey. We doing it for Vaughn. We doing it for all these other people that died. And you over here worried about having a beef right here in the studio, bro. We having a rap conversation. We just talking about best of music.
Then you see the reactions of all the young niggas, all rappers. They loving that
they
shit.
Loving it. They love the ignorance, bro.
That's why we dying, bro.
We dying. We loving the murder. We loving the ignorance. We loving the stupidity. We love all the stuff that's going to keep us belittled on the bottom, where everybody looks at us as the ignorant people, man. We don't want to be looked at that, man. I don't damn sure that we know that's somebody on the bottom, man.
I'm going to say this for all the young niggas, bro, because I ain't going to say I'm a hypocrite because I'm trying to change this shit, but I'm on that, bro. Like, it's some people right now, if I see right now, I'm going to swing on them, bro. Like, and I can't help that. But it take for us to change that, man. We got to change it. Trust me, I'm trying. Maybe not as hard as I need to be, but trying. But it take niggas like us to change that about ourselves. Get over that shit. As bad as we don't want to forgive that nigga for killing our homeboy or whatever, we got to, bro. Like, if we don't want to forgive him, move the fuck away, bro. Like, move the fuck away and let him live, though. Let him live. That's what I'm saying. Like, let him live. That's all we got to do, bro. Let him live and forget about it.
You got to get out your mind.
When you forgive someone, you ain't necessarily got to forgive them for them. You
forgive
them for yourself.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that shit will eat you alive.
Exactly.
Carrying around that hate is toxic.
It do, bro.
It'll eat you alive.
It still affect me to this day, bro.
Oh, it's
still looking over my shoulder, like,
yeah, man.
Still waiting to see somebody that I probably ain't gonna see in a while. Like,
exactly,
imagine the freedom you'd feel once that was gone.
Yeah, and it was more though. I know exactly what you're saying because I feel more free now than because I forgave a lot of people, bro.
Right.
I was on some dumb shit. I was reckless, like, and I was going through. You feel me? I'm in a wheelchair. I'm mad as hell. Lost all my money. Like, I'm just down bad, and so I was on some real evil-minded shit. But once I got over that shit and started praying and like still realizing how blessed I am, bro. Like, it's like one or two that I can't let go. But all the rest though, like all the little petty shit, I done got cool with some of the niggas I fell out with. Like, I'm just forgiving shit.
It's good, man. We need more of that.
The way I've always looked at it is, I'm gonna let God fight my battles for me. Like, I'm not gonna fight him because I know he can handle it way better.
Vengeance is the Lord.
And exactly, it's his. And so, like, for example, the one time someone stole me and I got knocked out, I just instantly forgave the dude, let it go. But I knew he was gonna get his karma for that. Very next week, he gets knocked out. Some dude steals him. Like, you reap what you sow, just like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another reason to stay doing positive things, because as long as you're doing positive, you ain't got no bad coming your way.
Right.
And that's the thing people need to continue to be, man. Being positive. That's what 2021 is about right now, man. New change, man. You should have been doing that all your life. But as the days go by, we start getting older. We start to realize, man. You ever look at older folks? There's two things that happen with older folks when they get older. One, they always happy and they just feel like life is on and life is good. And then you got the angry old folks that ain't got nothing to lose, and they always tell you, young boy, I could die today and I live my life. You die today, what happens? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to be that grumpy old man. And my wife tells me all the time, you going to be a grumpy old man? I said, yeah, because I got sometimes it's ignorance that I get mad about. You know what I mean? So I got to fight that and be like, you know what, stop being grumpy, man. You know, life is good. I feel great. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to smell the fresh air, which a lot of people don't do. And I'm talking about, you talk about that, get out your environment too, man. I mean, I know homeboys, for real, that haven't left Orlando. There's people that been living in Florida for 17 years and never been to the beach.
Never been to Disney.
Bro, it's like, how can you not go to the beach and you live in Florida and you've been here 5 years, 10 years? There's no way. Bro, I take an Uber to the beach. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to take a day out there sometimes. Yeah. I'm going to get away. I'm going to go out in the nation. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to do different activities. I'm going to go to Disney. You got to do something different, man, because as long as you stay in that same small little box, surrounded by your same little homies, no matter what coach you is, because it ain't just blacks, it's multiple coaches that's doing the same thing with just ignorance in that same community, and you don't see nothing outside of that, you don't see hope. And when you don't see hope, what do you do then?
One thing I learned, bro, you got to step out your comfort zone to be successful, bro. Shout out to Ray from Liberty Tech. You know,
yeah.
He taught me that shit. He taught me a lot, bro, like about trying to be successful and shit.
Try,
man. And shit, bro. Like, you got to step out that comfort zone, bro. This man had me knocking on doors. I'm like straight out the hood. No dress clothes on and shit. Just knocking on people's doors. Nervous as fuck. Don't know what to say.
Yo.
But I got better at it, bro. Now I'm a whole people person.
So, yo, it's the same thing. I mean, I've been a lot of different people in my circle that got my mind where I'm at right now. But also, if you ever checked out the Moral Compass podcast, and we're going to have Nep on there soon, too. I got to give it up to Javi, man. A young man being under 30 and already having your own building, man. Already owning a barber shop and a phone shop and a clothing store. To me, it's like, yo, I can get that same thing. Not for jealousy, not for envy, but the fact that I see that somebody has the potential to go for what they want and they pursue it, I'm like, I can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. So when I'm around that kind of environment, I find the courage, you know what I mean, to get up and do.
Some people might see Javi and be like that just not his type. They type of person they would hang out with or whatever. But bro, like if you want some shit and want to be successful, why not hang out with somebody that got that shit going on for themselves, bro?
Exactly.
Like, if you see you hanging with a bunch of dope boys and they still on the block 20 years later, like that's real. That's a real thing, like, that's happening. If
bro.
You start hanging with business owners and successful people, bro, they gonna teach you something. They might not give you shit, you feel me? But you don't need that. You don't know nobody owe you shit.
Knowledge,
yeah,
bro.
Knowledge is worth more than anything, bro.
Man, you get just a little bit of that knowledge. That's all you need.
How you could put somebody up on game on how to get a business loan? Like a nigga might got, you feel me? Just anything. Like it could be the smallest thing, bro, that change a nigga life, bro. That they'll never know.
And that's the thing, man.
I don't even know. I know how he know me, but we ain't never like talking nothing. But I see him. I see what he doing, bro. I've been looked up to that man. Like,
yeah, man's out there grinding, man.
Everybody know him. He got the little shop. Everybody in the hood, the whole Haines City come to his ass.
Yeah.
Go to Javi on 7th Street in
we buy you sell, man. Real talk, man.
Downtown.
Man, there's people out there that's doing things, man. We gotta be around that environment of a positive circle, man. I met people that say, just get your ass out and do it. I talked to millionaires and I shook hands with them. And I said, man, how do you get this, man? How do you network? He said, well, you know what you need to do? I said, what? He said, turn off your damn TV, get your ass up in the morning and do it every single day and see if it doesn't change your life.
I see that.
Bro, when he said that, bro, in my mind, I was like, ain't nothing to talk about. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a major way to get things.
Get up.
To change things.
That's all it is. Just get up and do it. I promise you. You do something different every single day, you're going to see results. There's no way you won't.
Get your ass up early. Start the day.
Oh, that's early. The part. Early, boy. Early. Ooh, get up early.
You got the whole day. And one day you can do a lot of shit.
You do it a couple weeks, you hook. It's hook, line, and sinker, man. And then you got to have the support system. And I think that's a lot of things people don't have right now as well. Support. Look, I'm going to be honest with you people. When I started the Preacher Parker show, we had people like Nep and Buttercup that always said, man, we already see it in you, Parker. We know you got this. So I already had that support. But you also got people that's like, I don't know. You could try, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how to. Bro, if you're going to meet people like that in your life, whether you like it or not, whether it's family or friends, and I suggest, even if you meet the people that don't have your back, still get up and do it. You know what I mean? Because eventually you're going to run into people that do have your vision and that do like the things you see, and they're going to start helping you pursue that dream even bigger. So don't give up on what you currently want to do. I don't care what it is.
Hard work
you
never
do,
go unnoticed.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, just do it. Just do it. Like, like Michael Jordan said. Just do it, damn it. That's real talk, man.
Niggas that see you trying hard, see you working hard, bro, and just, they'll look out for you.
Somebody gonna bless you, bro.
God gonna bless you.
God gonna bless you the most.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But just be patient and consistent. That's it.
But it's just doing, man. With no action, nothing gets done, bro. You have to have action. Everything takes action, man. I'm a big ass procrastinator. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll sit down for a whole damn week and do nothing. But at the same time, I get those moments in the middle of the night where I'm just sitting there and I'm just pissed off about something. Or I feel like I got an urge to do something. Or I should have been writing. Or I should have been reading. And if you don't have that urge in you, man, it's like you must not got no goals. It's like, why am I sitting here doing nothing? And then I'm complaining about life.
There's a lot of times I'll be sitting there, like, say, playing a video game for a couple hours, and eventually I'm just like, it's pointless.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, if you don't got that feeling, you just, I don't know what's wrong with your life, man. It's like something that you like, yo, this can't be it. I don't mind playing video games, having a good life. You know when I want to do that? When I have that big ass dream house.
Yeah.
I got all my homies over there, my homegirls and my girl and family, everybody, we having a good ass time. I got my motherfucking yacht over there. I got my private jet somewhere. If it's not that extravagant, then still, I got animals walking around.
And
I got
at
land.
the same time, we making money while we got all this.
Now I'm sitting there playing video games laughing because like, yo, I'm getting paid while I'm sleeping right now. I'm getting paid while I'm playing games right now. Now I have the reason to procrastinate because I have what I need. I'm feeling all right. I'm comfortable. Bills are getting paid. Families eating. People's living healthy. That's what you're aiming for, man. Yeah. A lot of people expect to have that tomorrow. It's not going to happen tomorrow.
No.
It's not going to happen tomorrow.
It's going to take a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work,
dedication. But if you combine hard work and dedication with, prayer and positive outlook and positive energy,
prayer is so important.
You're going to get anything done.
Prayer is so important even for those that don't believe in prayer works. You know what I mean? There's people that don't believe in prayer. Well, I understand why you might believe that, but at the same time, man, subconsciously, if you keep speaking positive stuff somewhere out there, it's going to be heard. It's going to be felt back.
Connection with the higher power.
You got to, man. It's like, how?
I started 2021 off. As soon as the midnight hit, I started off with the prayer for how I wanted this year to be and all that. I didn't make no vows because
don't make vows.
Anyway.
It's hard to keep something that you know. It's like God. How many times have we prayed to God and said, "God, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna do better this week. I'm gonna change my life. God, you give me this chance." We always do that, and God knows the answer's gonna be you ain't gonna change, but He's still gonna love you anyway because He knows it's gonna take time to build you to be that person. But let's say it's taking too long to become that person. Now He's got a picture for something. You might have to go to jail. You might have to lose a job. You might have to lose a homeboy. You might have to lose a friend. You might have to lose money. You might have to go hungry. Why is God paying you for that? Because He wants you to come back to Him. You fell off somewhere. And now some people fall so far that it's like, you know what, I ain't going to help you no more. Now if it just happens, it just happens. Now you're struggling in life and you're miserable and you're mad. And even all you could have sold your soul and you think you got everything blessed to you, but eventually it's going to hit you somewhere. It's going to hurt bad. It ain't no coming back from it. And I'll be damned. I don't ever want God to be in a position where He don't forgive me, bro.
Right.
To me, that crosses the back of my mind, bro. To not be forgiven by a human, yeah, it hurts a little bit. But not be forgiven by God, that's like, yo, I crossed that line, bro. I really crossed that line. I don't want to ever cross that line, man. There's a guilty conscience inside me, and I think it's inside of y'all.
Yeah,
it's like, I effed up.
And it's like me. Like, I know God forgives me, and I know I'm going to sin. I'm always trying to get better, but we're still human. But I always have them thoughts in the back of my mind like, you're not doing good enough. He ain't going to forgive you for this. That's just the devil messing with us.
Yep. Well, because you battled at both sides of your consciousness,
It's literally a battle. It's a tug of war inside your mind.
That's the great thing about life. You have a choice. But there's always people that say they don't have a choice. Now, there are some situations where you don't have a choice. If you're born out of the womb and somebody kidnaps you at birth and they take you to some strange things and do crazy stuff, you didn't have a choice. But if you get that sense of freedom to get out somehow, you still have a choice still if you want to continue to be wicked or good or do positive. Or, you still have a choice. But if you are trapped in a situation, I can understand why people say, but I didn't have a choice. Okay. But if you have any kind of freedom at all outside of somebody holding you and locking you down, hot damn it, you have a choice, man.
Yeah, because...
Period.
Even the best person has evil in them.
Exactly.
And the most evil person has some good in them.
Exactly, bro. Like somebody told me that before.
Dude from North Korea. He was about to blow our asses up.
Kim Jong-un.
until they impersonated him and walked through New York City and everybody run up to him. Oh, I love you. This man about to blow us up. Y'all tell him y'all love him. I bet he seen that video and was like,
yep,
I ain't gonna blow them up.
Bro.
They love me.
That's
it's just
real,
Trump.
bro.
It's just an asshole.
Yeah,
Trump,
man.
He had a good relationship with Kim Jong-un.
Exactly.
Considering no other president has had any relationship over there, really.
Hey, Trump did a lot of, bro. Trump did a lot of shit nobody ever did before, boy.
Yo.
So, here's an
I don't
interesting
agree
fact.
with none of that shit.
Here's an interesting fact about the election, in case anyone didn't know this. So Biden won the fewest counties in history of any presidential candidate, but had more votes than any other president in history. Does that not sound like straight
Some
up
bullshit?
How is that possible? The fewest counties ever, but the most votes ever. You're telling me Biden got more votes than Trump ever did, more votes than Obama did, more votes than Hillary when she ran.
No, cause remember when Biden was running against Obama? Ain't nobody vote for his ass.
Exactly, bro.
Well,
man,
they did vote for him, but not
like that.
Like
no,
that,
man.
bro.
Exactly.
We all know something going on, man, behind closed doors. There's a bigger agenda to it. All thing I'm saying right now, whether Trump or Biden, no matter what, I just want to see the country goes for the better. And the problem is, we can vote over here, we can fight with people out there killing each other in the streets and battling and going to jail for two guys you don't even know personally. But you know, you're like, I'm a Biden, I'm with Trump, and you out there fighting each other. But we need to have unity and go against the same politicians that has corrupt plans against us. And that's the problem we have right now.
Maybe Trump did have a good ass motive like that we ain't know about. You feel
Right.
me? But the way he was doing that shit was dumb as hell. But it'll probably be somebody that's gonna run. You feel me? That gonna do some wild shit like Trump, and we gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is you doing? But it's for a reason, cause these motherfuckers trying to kill us, but he actually trying to save us. You feel me? I don't know.
There's so much going on. We don't know, but all I know, man, something's got to give. Something's got to give, man. I'm just looking forward to 2021 to being a better year.
Yes,
I'm looking for some more positivity, man. I'm glad we had this conversation. We definitely gonna have to do a part 2 with the same crew to talk about some real ass knowledge and talk about some stuff that's more on our chest right now. Is there any last few words y'all want to say? Anything positive y'all want to give out there? Shout out to your page, whatever you want to do.
RZA Islam dude coming, man.
Oh, all right. Don't worry. I'm talking to my boy right now.
Come to the podcast.
Come to the podcast. We get my boy RZA to the podcast. This is it's gonna be
You need to send him that clip right there.
Send him that clip right there. It's gonna be epic, man. I promise you, man. It's gonna be some real raw conversations.
He was just on World Star.
Yeah, man. That man's a real man. That man has good conversations. He talks very knowledgeable, man. Made me want to step my word game up. I love people that speak so well. Where I'm like, yo, I need to step my wordplay up for real because there's a lot of articulate words I want to say. Not like T.I., I'm not against T.I., but sometimes you know T.I.'s doing a little extra more than what he actually know. You know, if you can articulate these words, my brother, and perpetuate the situation, it's like, bro, come on, bro. But at the same time, I'm not mad at him.
The wrong big
you
word.
feel what I'm saying?
You could have used
another word. But it's like, you know, but I'm not mad. But I see what he's trying to get to because it's how you speak that influences so many people even better. You know what I mean? So, last words, guys?
Like I said, 2021 is going to be a great year for me, so my plans are to get a YouTube channel going.
Hey, let's go.
I want to get
Shout
my own podcast started this year.
Hey, let's go.
And then I also want to do reviews, whether it be food, wine, liquor, you know,
nice
different kinds of reviews. And then I'm planning on doing a TikTok for freestyle, stuff like that.
Boy, freestyle. Y'all about to see that episode
coming.
So that's my plans for 2021. I know I'm gonna succeed at them.
Hey, let's go. See, talking like that is what I'm talking about. What you got there? Anything last words?
Shit, just stay positive, man. Stay blessed, and anything negative, push it out your way.
Truth. That's it. All right, man. This has been the Preacher Parker Show, and I just want to say, man, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe. Man, there's so much information out there, and definitely share the episode because it may not be for you, but there's always somebody out there that needs to hear this information. And at the same time, man, bless others. If you heard of this episode, bless others. Be willing to do better for someone else. Stay positive. Continue your auras and meditation and yoga, and definitely prayer is the most important thing you can have right now. 2021 will be a great year if you believe it in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, and if you actually put that into action. I promise you're going to have a great year. God bless us all, man. Love this episode. Shout out to everybody out there that's doing great in life. Continue to ride, man. Been your Preacher Parker Show. We out.